That's right. How you doing this afternoon? Hey, it's me, Ann Eller, right here with you, just looking at everything that's going to be in the auction a week from this Saturday. That's right. It's Greenwood United Ministry, Greater Greenwood United Ministry, commonly called GGUM, is here with us this afternoon. Rosemary Bell, of course, is the executive director. Pam Kirby, I don't think Rosemary could do all the things she does if she did not have Pam Kirby right here. And Pam's here. She's going to be telling us about some of the great auction items. So first off, let me say welcome to the show this afternoon, ladies.
Thank you, Ann. It's great to be here.
Absolutely. So, Rosemary, I know you have just been so busy. Your whole team has been busy pulling this all together.
Yes.
What do you say? Is it going to be a good one this year?
This is going to be the very best because every single year it gets bigger and better. And, we can only give God the glory for it because he just continues to bless it and grow it for us.
Wow. Well, that is great. Now, tell us first, for those that maybe have been under a rock and don't know what's going on, what's going on a week from this Saturday?
Well, August 23rd, beginning at 5 at New Spring, we are going to have our 11th annual Music for Ministry fundraiser. And our fundraiser has Christian concert that's put on by the churches. We're going to have great barbecue and dessert, and we're going to have fantastic items in our live and silent auctions.
Wow. Now, we need to go back, though. 11 years. What was the first one like?
It was nerves. We did it on a Saturday in September. We went to our roots of South Main Baptist Church. We went back there, and we were overzealous and had 2 concerts going. We had one going in the connecting place, and we had one in the chapel.
At the same time.
At the same time.
At the same time.
And we did it from 11 to 3 on that Saturday. You just dropped in. People just dropped in, and the churches sang and danced and played, and it was wonderful, and we had a great year. The only problem was the next day the 1,000-year flood hit us, and it was pretty bad. Plus, it was a Clemson. I think Clemson was off, and Carolina was playing late, and people were like, why did you have it on a football Saturday? And I'm like, well, I don't know why I did that, but I figured it with one away and, one not playing, it would be great. That backfired on us. So,
I think the thing I wanted to was the overzealousness of this, having concerts going on in one room and another room, and auction and food, and
puppet
yet
shows,
everything.
Games for the kids. Oh, we did it all that first year.
Yeah. And actually, you did pretty good.
Bake sale. Oh yeah, we had a bake sale.
Actually, you did pretty good.
We did. Yeah. We had a great year because I really don't think we would be sitting here today had it not been for that great takeoff that first year. Because my board was even going, we can do it. I'm not really sure this is going to go anywhere.
Because you wanted to do something different.
Totally different. One of our pastors, actually, when I first came to the ministry, we were doing Medicine Chase, which was great. I mean, it was wonderful. But we were doing it when there were no 5Ks. Nobody was doing any races. And we were doing really good with it. And then everybody got on the bandwagon. And I was talking to one of the pastors, and he said, Rosemary, you need some signature fundraiser for the ministry. You need something that is only y'all, something like some Kingdom Fest or something. So I went back, and I Googled Kingdom Fest, and of course 50,000 things came up. And we just kind of started talking and kicking ideas around, and then we thought, how could we involve our churches? So we came up with the concert, and everything else just kind of fell into place. It's always been a barbecue, though. Always had barbecue.
Well, and I think the other thing about it is it's always been about a sense of community, which falls in very, very well with Greater Greenwood United Ministry. What is Greater Greenwood United Ministry for those that might not know?
Greater Greenwood United Ministry, we actually have 68 partner churches that help fund us. We have many grants. Self Regional is a big supporter for the medical clinic, many personal donations. And what we do is we take care of the needs of people in life and medical crisis. The crisis ministry assists with rent evictions and utility disconnections. And we have a food pantry that now actually Pam runs it the first Wednesday of the month. It was just for our patients and clients, but with Helene, we saw the need when everything went out that we had. So we decided everything, the churches and everybody brought more food. So we thought we need to do a monthly pantry. So she handles that monthly pantry the first Wednesday, and then the medical clinic. I mean, it's primary care, it's internal medicine, it's gynecology, diabetic
So when
ed.
you started, it wasn't all these
It was
things.
primary care one day a week till usually midnight on Thursday night. They were there. And we still do Thursday evening, but those docs, we'll have 2 or 3 docs and 2 or 3 nurses and translators. And we get out of there by 7:30 usually. So
and then you do it other days.
Oh yeah, we have it. Clinic is Monday through Thursday, and the office is still open on Fridays as well. Our pharmacy is huge. It's critical to the ministry and the patients that we serve because they can get everything they need right there without having to walk or pay somebody to take them somewhere else.
Because what happens so many times? You give them a prescription, and what happens?
If a lot of times if they have to go somewhere or pay somebody, they're not going to be compliant. They're not going to take their medicine. They're going to come back to the doctor, and it's going to be, hey, there's no change. In fact, you're worse. So being able for them to leave the ministry with exactly what they need has proven over and over and over and over to be the best thing for our patients.
I think it's terrific. And I think the growth that you've seen over this 30 years, I mean, you got to take it all the way back now.
Yes.
30 years.
1995.
It is pretty amazing.
Yep.
And it's because everybody realizes that I think that people helping people is the best way to do things.
Yes, it is. It is. And, when I came from the hospital, so it was, I had 2 teams.
Wellness, Rosemary.
Wellness Works, Prevention and Wellness Services. And I had 2 teams, and it was payroll. I come to the ministry, I have we got 45 volunteers at the ministry. And it's a whole different world when you work with people that aren't getting a paycheck, but they're there anyway. Some of them are there every day. Some of them are there 3 days a week. And it's just like they keep giving and giving and giving, and they inspire you to be a better person and to do more yourself. It's been quite an experience for me not being around volunteers to live with them. And I feel like Pam probably feels this. She works directly with them in crisis, and they're just a blessing. All of them are a blessing.
And then you were able to expand down to Saluda.
Yep. The medical clinic for it's either 3 or 4 years. I'm not sure which, but we started doing a mobile health clinic once a month in Saluda. And Self-Regional, again, wonderful partnership with them. The big bus goes down there, and we have 2 physicians that sit in the bus in the exam rooms. One's English speaking, one's bilingual. And then the church that we're with, that's where the lab work's done, the registration, all of that. And then the pharmacy, they fax over or text over the prescriptions, and then we actually deliver them down to the clinic. The pharmacist is actually delivering them to the clinic. So, it's just we just watch the growth. We really, it's not we need to come up with this or we need to do that or we need to do this better than this person. We just sit back and try to stay in our lanes, and like I said, God just kind of continues to do what he does.
And you know what? The other thing that I just want to mention before we really start talking about this wonderful event that you're going to have is the organizations you partner with, such as you do all the health care for Pathway House.
Yes, we are Pathway House, Oaks Recovery, Willow House, KRP. We are their medical home. So when they come in, we evaluate them. We put them through the clinic. We give them a provider. Vision screenings come through there. We do some dental for them if they need extractions. In fact, we are on the verge of getting another dentist hopefully within the next month, which is fantastic. We also
scare them away after you use them a couple of times because there'll be so many people that will want them. Better be careful here,
And the clinic is for people with no insurance, no Medicaid, or no Medicare. And then crisis, again, Pam can talk more about crisis because she is our crisis manager. That's one of her hats. Hers are stacked real high, but that's one of her areas of focus. But you know, we, like I said, we just, you know, try to keep people out of the emergency room that don't have emergencies, because it clogs
And that's why
up.
Self Regional likes you so
Yes,
much.
they do.
Right,
They do.
yeah.
And you know, I have to say, Ann, that in 2023, we started tracking our patients and seeing if they went to the emergency room within 30 to 60 days within coming to see us. 2023, 7% of our patients had gone to the emergency room before visiting us for whatever.
Right.
Last year, we were down to 5%. So one of my providers actually works in the emergency room some as well. And, you know, folks that she works with, they're like, we never see y'all's patients in here. And she's like, well, we're trying to take really good care of them to provide all of their medical care. And, you know, they're going to have emergencies on the weekend where they're going to have to go in. I have an earache or I have a whatever, and they have to go to the emergency room. But for
But
the
the
most
other
part,
thing is, you have so many different variety of things you're able to cover now.
Yes.
You used not to be able to do all this stuff.
No, and again, it's volunteer physicians. We have the greatest physicians. We have probably 10 to 11 volunteers, and then the family practice residents at the hospital. So, I mean, we're blessed with opportunities and volunteers that, again, give of their time, and it's a blessing.
Absolutely. And if you'd like more information, where can they go to find out more information, Rosemary?
They can go to www.greatergreenwoodunitedministry.org, to our website, and it comes up. You can see all the statistics from last year, the community impact we've had. It's the general information about all the partner churches. There's information if you need help, you need rent, you know, crisis help with rent and utilities. You know, you go on there and it tells you exactly what you have to bring in. If you got medical, it tells you exactly what you need to become a new patient. So everything's right there on the website.
And one of the other things that I think we should say when we're talking about this, because I think when people spend money, they want to know how their money's being spent and everything. I think one of the things that's important, you never take any government money.
We don't. We do not take government funding.
And that sets you apart from a lot of different organizations. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but it does mean that you have ultimate control over what you do.
Yes, yes. Now, we do have a grant that comes through the South Carolina Free Clinic Association, but they never, it's operating. They just go, here's your operating funds. You do with it what you want to do with it, how you want to do with it. And we're grateful for the South Carolina Free Clinic Association for the clinic, because they connect us with the other 43 or 53 clinics in South Carolina and across the nation. We're part of national and the state association. So, but yeah, it's churches, grants, individuals, the fundraiser. Yeah.
And people helping people.
Yes.
And churches helping churches helping people, which is what it's all about.
Yes, it is.
So we got this really, really, really big event coming up, not this Saturday, next Saturday. So you still have time now. If people want to go to it, you're having a dinner, you're having an auction, you're having music. What more could you want, right?
Not a doggone thing for 3 hours. You don't have nothing else to do on Saturday night next week that's better than this.
It goes by so fast.
It does. It really does.
And so the tickets are $30 each, right?
Right.
And what are we serving for dinner?
We actually have Fat Daddy's barbecue this year. Whoop whoop!
Right.
We're spreading the wealth. We've gone around the world with our barbecue, and so Chris Reeder's going to do our catering this year. We have chosen barbecue. We're doing mac and cheese and baked beans. So slaw's out because everybody likes different. You know, we talked about that. Everybody's got their own slaw, and you know we.
So if you really
Chris,
want
if you're
slaw,
listening,
bring it yourself.
Yeah, Chris, if you're listening, there's nothing wrong with your slaw, but we're just saying your mac and cheese and baked beans are the best. So you know we're excited about him catering this year. And one cool thing, you know, Elsie did our desserts forever. And my dear friend Elsie. And so this year, the culinary students of the G. Frank Russell Career Center did our 30th anniversary, all of our stuff. So they're actually doing our desserts for Music for Ministry. And Jay has some awesome looking little desserts he's going to prepare. So it's nice. It's going to be really great. It's going to be really great. It's going to be very palate pleasing.
Palate pleasing. We're actually having Jay on next Thursday.
Oh,
And he's going to come and talk
cool.
about all the things that,
That is
they do
great.
over there.
He does a wonderful job out
He
there.
does.
Yeah.
And I know Pam's husband, Stacy, he knows him. Very
He's going to.
well.
Stacy's going to be here on Tuesday.
Okay. Hey,
With
we got the
Dr.
family
Baker.
affair.
Yeah, with
It's a
Dr.
family
Baker.
affair.
Right. We're going to be doing
I
knives.
love it. Yeah. Oh.
So, yeah, you never know what you're going to see on this show or hear or anything else. So this is the kind of thing that I think is so important about Greater Greenwood United Ministry. Number one, they're going to have a great event for you. Tickets are only $30. Now, Pam, I know that you are busting at the seams to tell us about what items are in the auction. You have two auctions, a live auction and a silent auction, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Right.
Yes. And we have a lot of stuff. Very excited about some of the items that we have because it's unique things that you usually don't see in the auctions. I mean, we've got gift certificates, we have items, we have a 12-piece stainless steel cookware set. We have a 8-in-1 air fryer, it's a GE.
Is that in the silent auction items?
Yes, that's in the silent auctions. Gift certificates for different restaurants in the area. We'll have some packages that has like, you could do like a date night with an overnight stay and
Oh, wait a
tickets.
minute. That's a date night and you're going for an overnight stay? What's going on here?
Well, sometimes you just want to kind of get away.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
when you have children.
Right.
And you kind of want that one night where you can
Right.
actually sleep.
Right.
Yeah, really.
Oh, I was thinking of something else,
That's what I'm
but well,
saying.
okay.
But it's like a little mini
Yeah.
mini rest time.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But we try to do it to where you have like a dinner and go to the movies, and then we do have one for children because we got tickets for like the Railroad Museum. And take them to lunch somewhere or something. And so we try to, have
together
packages
yeah.
that would be pleasing to anybody that wants to be part of the silent auction. And the live auction is really great. We have some really great items in that this year.
What's the really big item? Is there one really
I'm
big?
going to say probably one of the cabins because we've got two cabins.
Okay.
And I know Rosemary has been to one, so
I've been
she.
actually to both.
Oh, you have been.
Yeah.
To oh, okay. Well, there you go.
I saw him and he said, I got to rent this for my family. So, yeah, we rented the one in Gatlinburg for a long weekend, and the family absolutely loved it. And then we went to the one in Brevard at Canesti Falls. And so we were there last year. So, yeah, they're both
Is that
great.
what during
Yeah.
the hurricane?
Yes, it was.
This is what I thought.
It
yes.
was, but you know what? Don't let that scare you away. It's a beautiful home, and the view's beautiful, and it's in the middle of Brevard.
Hey, wait a minute. You got out of there. So
did.
that's something. Think
See,
about
that's
it,
Yeah,
folks.
that was
yeah.
really
That's exactly right.
positive.
Right.
That was really positive.
Look, it just
so
added to the,
it did.
to the vacation.
It did. And I could really talk about the experience.
Yeah.
But
I understand there was somebody in the family that said, "Nah, we don't need to leave."
Yes, my brother-in-law. And if you're listening, you know who you are.
That's right. That's right. You are listening to WCRS. Our very special guest this afternoon, Rosemary Bell, Executive Director of Greater Greenwood United Ministry, and Pam Kirby, who has so many hats over there. You just wouldn't believe it, but she does a great job. So they are going to have an auction and dinner and music all at the same time going on right there at New Journey Church.
New Spring.
New Spring. It
It was at New Journey, though. Hey,
Okay. Oh, well, yeah.
We got to do a shout out to our friends at New Journey. They help grow us.
Right,
They
right.
help Pastor David and Kim. They help grow us. So,
All right.
but yeah, we're at New Spring.
So very easy parking, easy to get to, and everything right here on the bypass. So if you have a question or a comment, 864-229-7984. That's 864-229-7984. If you're on Facebook Live watching us, how about give us a shout out like Rosemary, you're doing a great job. Pam, you're superior, something like that. Go ahead and tell us right now. They need this moral support, right?
Yes, absolutely we do.
That's right. So anyways, this is what's happening. It's going to be a great time. But Rosemary, let's talk. We'll come back and we'll talk about some more auction items. But let's talk about some of the music that's going to be going on.
Okay. All right. We have 10 churches this year. We actually have 10 churches. We have probably 5 of them are coming back. A lot of the churches that come, they have loved being a part of this event and watching this event grow every year. And, we've got Martin Luther King Mass Choir. They were in the very first one in 2014. In fact, I chased them because way back when I first came to Greenwood, I heard about the Martin Luther King Mass Choir. Saw them several times, loved them, and over the years it's morphed with different people. But Mamie Nicholson, actually, I asked her in 2013, where are they? Are they still around? She said they sure are, and she gave me the contact. And so we're happy to have them back again this year. We have Kim Smith coming back, the praise dancers coming back, Phoenix Academy with Tavoris Miller. He's outstanding. They are outstanding. He's a great choreographer. Greenwood Community Church is coming with their youth worship team this year. New Spring's performing this year. So we've got some newbies coming. Legacy City's been there, and Siloam have been there, I think, since the beginning. And New Covenant is coming back in. They've been there a couple years, and Doobie's bringing them back in. So we've got anything you can imagine. We have traditional, gospel, praise dancing, interpretive movement, contemporary. There is something for everybody. And like I say every year, it is truly the body of Christ coming together to do the concert and to celebrate the people in the room. It's everybody coming together and celebrating what God does through the ministry. It's a beautiful time. Every year I hear, this is what y'all been doing with Music for Ministry. Wow, I've been missing this every year. That y'all need to do more of these. No, I don't think so. We're going to do this one, and we're going to do it really well.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
We would love to be able to do 3 a year, but it takes a lot of planning. It's about 5 to 6 months of us starting
I think
the
it
planning.
probably would take away from it too.
It would if we, if we had more than that. I think people look forward to it. I mention it, and people go, oh, "When is that coming up? When are y'all usually do it the 4th Saturday of August?" And yeah, we try to keep it around that time. It depends on the church usually. If they have something going on, sometimes we've had to punt it up. Definitely not back a week because that takes us into football Saturdays. But
yeah, that's right.
We punt it forward. That's the last Saturday that we can do it in August. So we try to keep it around that time.
Yeah. Well, so you've got great music. Now the music will be, how does this work? If somebody's never been there, they get their tickets, and what happens?
They get their tickets. They come into the auditorium. They can get their tea or their lemonade or their water. The food, we usually try to wait and have the food ready about 5:15, 5:20 to give the kitchen time to breathe, to get everything in and set up. And then, there's music going on starting at 5 o'clock or 5:10. After we pray, we start, with the music. So they're going to start hearing, and the way this works, there's 10 minutes. Unless it's a solo, there's 5. But there's 10 minutes of a church comes up, 10 minutes. There's 5 minutes in between for New Spring to set up the next group. And I have an MC. Jonathan Link is our MC for the 3rd or 4th year. Jonathan's done a wonderful job. And he works for Greenwood City Police Department, so we're blessed to have him. And he keeps the crowd going. Every 5 minutes, he's got something to say. He might be talking about our statistics, or sharing our sponsors, or talking about crisis, or talking about medical, or recognizing board members and volunteers. So that's going on the whole time. But the music changes about every 10 minutes.
Wow.
So and then there's the live auction in the middle. It's 30 minutes in the middle of the concert. And we allow that time for people to sit back and enjoy and just get excited about all of that. And then there's great music coming after that as well.
And what about the silent auction? What's happening? Where's that going?
The whole time till 7.
The whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I guess till 7 again.
Yes.
We'll probably keep it till 7.
Right.
And yeah, it opens at 5.
At 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So silent
And I
auction is
presume,
5
like
to
with
7.
most silent auctions, you give them that final call to go around and check.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
See if they got the items. Yes. So you've been doing this long enough that it's a well-oiled machine. Now, the one thing I know a lot of people get kind of cranky about, how you doing on the checkout?
And we laugh
work
about
in
it
progress.
because it has been a work in progress.
Yeah.
But I mean, Pam can tell you about our meeting with the Dodgen.
Hilton Dodgen.
Hilton Dodgen is our realtor. Daryl is our auctioneer, and we met with them. Pam can tell you about that. I think there's going to be a better process this year.
Yeah, we hope so. Again, you try to work the kinks out every year because it seems like every year there's a different issue or somebody says, "Oh, this is going on now," and so I feel like over the years it's gotten a little better. It's
The
a
bottom
learning
line is you
curve.
got to expect to take a little bit of time to check out.
Exactly, because it's all done by hand. So,
Right.
Yeah.
so it
Yeah.
takes a little time to go through all the bid sheets and to get everything calculated up, and especially if one person has 5 or 6 items, and so that it's a little time consuming. But we appreciate when people are patient with us and just be understanding that we're going as fast as we can. And if they have any suggestions that could help speed up the process, that's great. Because I'm sure there's other people who's done auctions and stuff, and they might have a better handle on how to
Well,
do
the
process.
Dodgens do auctions all the
They
time.
do.
Yeah.
They have estate auctions, and they do a great job. It's just we're a different beast for them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're a different
Beast.
type of event.
Yeah,
Beast.
It feels like a beast, I
Yeah.
think, for them sometimes. But
Yeah.
because they donate their time. They don't
Right.
get paid for this, and we're so grateful to Daryl and Mary and Cindy that come and spend those hours of blood, sweat, and tears with us going through this process. But and this year our MC is going to be announcing through the whole time leading up to the end of the concert. Please hold off, and your items will be available at 8:01. At 8:01 they're going to be available. If you have to leave early, then your item will be at the ministry. But they're going to know this year before the event's over whether or not they have actually got an item versus everybody standing around in the atrium not knowing and then hearing, oh, you don't have anything after they've
Right.
stood there for 10 or
Okay.
15
Well,
minutes.
that'll
Yeah.
make a difference.
So they're
yeah.
Dodgens worked out a great system with that, with the bid numbers, and so that'll all be revealed during the last part of the event, so people will know.
So it's a fun event, and you guys work so hard on doing this. Every year you tell me, "Oh, yeah, we got to start doing the auction stuff," and I'll go, "Really?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
It definitely is a what do I want to say? It's a work in progress, but a labor of love.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to say it's a labor of love.
Yeah.
It truly, truly is,
Yeah.
because it's a big part of what we do.
Right. So we are here with Rosemary Bell, Pam Kirby, Greater Greenwood United Ministry. I'm Ann Eller right here with you this afternoon. We're going to hear a quick break from our sponsors that make all this possible on WCRS. If you are on Facebook Live, you are going to hear some music. If you're on the radio, you'll hear some commercials. So just stay tuned. We'll be right back. And if you've got a question or a comment, 864-229-7984. That's 864-229-7984. We will be right back. Don't you go away. Take it away. that's right. We're right back here at WCRS Radio. Hope you enjoyed that musical interlude while we were off the air, but we are back now. I'm back, and well, let's see a picture of Ann. Oh my God, there's Ann. That's right. I'm here. Yes, I feel good. I feel good. There you go. And then we have our guest here with us this afternoon, Rosemary Bell and Pam Kirby, both from Greater Greenwood United Ministries. So we've been talking about this event, Music for Ministry. It is next Saturday. Now, how do people go about getting their tickets if they want to get them? Can they get them at the door?
Usually we do have tickets at the door, and I think we will this year. Last year, a lot of tickets were sold pre-event because we did a little bit of a discount on the tickets last year, but we're just offering, straight price this year, $30. So they can go to eventbrite.com, get them there, come to the ministry. I mean, we're there usually at least 9 to 4. Yeah,
except
9 to
for
4,
Fridays.
except Friday. We're there from 9 until 12. So get them at the ministry and at the door. If you decide to, just wait and do them there, that's totally fine.
Okay. So, and I think one of the other things, doesn't everybody don't you have big round tables and everybody just sits down
Yes.
and communicates with each other?
Yes, yeah, and there's 8 to a table. Excuse me. We've had some churches that they've sold 16 tickets to get 2 tables together, to make sure that all their congregation is together, which I think that's pretty cool. And our top sponsors, have gotten some tickets too. So, yeah, it's round tables. At the back, we'll have the oblong because we use all of New Spring's round ones, and then we do fill in with some oblong tables, but it's still 8 to a table.
But it's kind of neat to sit down maybe with somebody you
is.
don't
Right.
know,
It is.
right?
It
Right.
is.
That's how they used to do that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Talk about
Exactly.
community.
Yeah.
I mean, that's community. Sit down and somebody you don't know, and you learn something new and somebody new. And at one of our events, there were 2 of our pastors that sat down together, and they're best friends now. They go to coffee all the time. They do breakfast. They're comparing sermon notes, and they're doing all kind of great things. And I thought that was pretty cool. Your event brought us together. Never knew them. Never knew about their church, and now here we are.
Absolutely.
So that was pretty cool. That was really
Now,
cool.
how many churches are involved with Greater Greenwood United Ministry?
We have between 66 and 68. So we've grown a lot. We've probably gotten 20 new churches in the last 10 years, I would say. And
that at a time where quite often a lot of churches are backing off of things.
Yeah.
So that's impressive right there.
It is. And you have them, there's different stuff going on with the churches, and some that weren't participating are now participating. And that's even better. I really don't have to market. I mean, our services and our people that go out and are helped, they really help market the organization for us. So I had a pastor call last month and said, "Hey, I'm the new pastor at such and such. Heard about you guys. I know we've been supporting you. I'd like to meet with you, to find out exactly what y'all do." And I was like, that's what I want them to do. I want the churches to know exactly how we steward their funds. It's very important for me that they know that. And just individuals, just anybody doing a grant or donation, I want them to know how we steward these funds.
And I think the churches like it because it took the pressure off of the churches to try to
Yes.
help individuals, and
That's
you got
right.
to vet
Yeah.
them and find out and make
Yes.
sure that
that's I think that's the most important thing. And if they want to do some things on their own, we certainly don't say, well, you're donating to us, you can't do that. But I think what a lot of churches find out is once they start doing things on their own, it's very hard to stop doing it. And so most of the partner churches just say, hey, we're sending them to you, and and we know you guys are going to take care of them. You're going to vet them. You're going to, see what they actually need, if they need other resources, and can hold people accountable, because we want to hold people accountable for supporting themselves. Biblically, we're supposed to support ourselves to support our brothers and sisters. It's not about us. It's about helping others. And, I try to drive that home all the time that, that's why we're here. That's really why we're here, is to help give that hand up to people.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, Pam, I understand you kind of handle the crisis ministry. What happens at the crisis ministry? I'm in crisis every day. Do I need to come see it?
Me too. As Rosemary said earlier, we help with rent, evictions, and utility disconnections. And that's mainly what we assist with. We do have the food pantry, and we do food. Again, like she said earlier, we have the Giving Cupboard, which is the first Wednesday of every month now. We just started it. This was the third month. August was the third month. And it's the first Wednesday of each month from 9 to 11 at the Crisis Ministry at 1409
Now, that's
Edgefield
your new
Street.
building.
That's the new building.
Across the street, right?
Across the street from the medical one, yes, where we used to be. And so we're in the new building.
Yeah.
Yay. And so that's what we focus on, is trying to assist people to make sure they're not being disconnected or make sure they're not being evicted from their residence. And then
Now, what type of accountability do you ask from people? Because, I need it 1 month, I need it 2 months, I need it 3 months. I mean, how do we
Right.
get them to be, how do you help them get to be accountable?
Right. We try to, especially if they come in and let's say they've lost their job. That's a crisis. I mean, that's a true crisis. You've lost your job. You depended on that job, and now it's gone. And a lot of times they don't realize they can go file for unemployment benefits. And so that's one of the first things we'll ask them: have you filed for unemployment? Oh, I didn't know I could. And so have you filed for food stamps? I didn't know I could. So we talk to them to make sure that they know that there's other resources that even if they're told no,
Right.
still go apply, because you don't know.
Right.
And then if they come in and they're not working, then we have a partnership with Goodwill with the Job Connection, and we give them a referral to the Job Connection for a job search. And then they have a time limit on how long they have to bring that back to us to show that, yes, I did do what you asked me to do. And so we try to, again, not just do handouts, but we try to make sure that we're setting them up to hopefully not be in a continuous cycle of being in a crisis.
Well, everybody has things happen.
Oh, exactly.
Gosh,
Right.
Exactly.
Yes.
I mean, your car tears up, your refrigerator. I mean, there's anything that could take your money that you don't normally pay each month. Anything could happen. And so, that's what we try to focus on. That
We've seen people with funeral expenses.
Oh, yeah.
Having to bury a loved
yeah.
one. And
Yeah.
They don't have money to pay their rent now.
Right.
So it's an invaluable source. Now, is there any qualifications that somebody, if they're coming for crisis, or can they just walk in the door?
One of the things, they do have to be under poverty guidelines. We do go by poverty guidelines, so that is one of the, have to be below poverty guidelines. Other than that, it's really an individual basis. I mean, there's certain things, especially if they call and say, I need to get assistance. What do I need to bring in? And so we like to try to talk to the actual person that's in need of assistance. And so there's questions that we ask them so that we can let them know specifically what they need to bring in, because each person is different. So that when they come in, they're not having to, oh, you didn't bring that, now you got to go back out.
Right.
And so we try to make sure this is exactly what you need to bring in, so it's, they're not having to run back and forth or anything. And so they're, we get phone calls, and we try to make sure that they
You ever
know
run
what
out
to
of
bring.
money?
Do we ever run out of money?
No. God always
And we'll never
provides.
tell anybody
No.
we don't have funds.
No.
I've been there 18 years. We've never told anybody we have no funds.
And I mean,
That's pretty awesome.
It's
That's
got
pretty
lean.
awesome.
I mean, it'll get lean, and like our crisis ministry especially
Yeah.
rides the checking account. You know, it
Yeah.
rides the checking account. And but we've been blessed. I mean, we've really been blessed to be able to help people with a lot. And I think there's a misconception when we say rent and utilities that people think we just, if they're behind, they can come in and we're going to catch them up. We get a lot of that, and it's like, no, we're crisis. It is the eviction and the disconnection, and we realize people don't want to get to that point, but that's true crisis. And also, we have funds, but those funds can go real quick when all you're doing is helping people that are behind on a bill, and the next month they're behind on a bill again, and we're not really helping. So making sure we're the best stewards of those funds, I think that's why God continues to supply for us.
Absolutely. Well, I just think it's important for people to know that it is a one person by person, individual by individual need, and that you try to look at the picture and help people find the best way, and then you try to help them find a way out of their problem.
Right. Exactly.
And you won't abandon them. You will help them through getting themselves under control. But, you know, God wants you to stand on your own 2 feet.
Yes, he does.
That's right.
He holds us accountable.
That's right. That's right. So, all right, that's another part. Now, just for the record, what is one of the really, really, really big things that you guys are auctioning off here for the live auction? The live auction is the bigger, showier type pieces, right? The silent auction items are the smaller. Yeah.
Well, we do have the Fat Daddy's tailgate package.
We sure do.
And that's valued at $250.
Okay.
So we have that one. We have the Greenwood overnight package, which will be a lot of things in that one. Don't have a value on that one yet, but it usually is valued at about $500-$600.
Yeah,
So
the
I mean,
Abbeville package is the same
yep,
way.
the
I mean,
Abbeville.
Abbeville's been so supportive of us for at least ever since we started doing the live auction, and maybe the
even
silent
before
auction
that
as well.
Yeah.
And you know, we've added Abbeville under our umbrella for free medical clinic now. So that's been a beautiful thing, and they've just always been there to help support us, and it's great. It's great to have them.
That's cool. So you've got a good variety of things.
Oh yeah, there we have all different kind of things. Yeah,
Crossbow.
Yep, the
crossbow.
crossbow,
Crossbow.
and that's valued at $650. So
Wow.
Big items.
And then
the cabin, the 7 nights in Brevard, that's a $1,200 value.
One of our partners, the Greenwood Lions Club, that does a lot of our vision services, the Lions Clubs collect like Walmart bags, and they have them recycled into benches. And I think there's one in Uptown Greenwood, maybe a couple around. This is the second one they've done for us. So
a bench?
It's a bench, and it's a beautiful bench. It's like a Trex. I think it's called Trex. Trex bench, and it's almost like resin, I guess is what I want to see. It's real. It's what decks are made out of.
Oh,
the
okay.
Trex, and it's going to last longer than the people purchasing it in the live auction. Probably it'll be an heirloom.
An heirloom, something to pass down. There you go. All right.
It'll be
Well,
around
that's
for
pretty cool.
It will. Generational item.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So you've got plenty of choices, but then you've got the little stuff that everybody can just. There's something for everybody.
Exactly. Exactly.
Do you know how many items you have in your silent auction?
I'm going to say right now, probably about 98.
Okay, let's say 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say 100.
And you know what? It might be 100 by now.
Yeah, we looked at that today because I was
did,
asking Pam how much was it, how many last year, and it was 90. She was
98.
laughing in the office, and I'm like, what's she laughing about? And she came in and said, 98 last year, and we right about 98 this year. And I said, really? And but we'll be over 98 a few.
Yeah, that's,
So
that's great.
it's usually pretty big. It's usually,
Now, what if somebody's listening and wanted to donate something?
For the auction?
For the auction, yes.
Oh, call us. I'll
they
come
call
get
you?
it.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, we will. We will come get it.
I'll come pick it up.
We're not turning anyone down. I mean, there's, I can't even tell you how many merchants. We have 3 columns of merchants on our sheet, you know, and we're going to have a big thank you announcement after the event. Well, actually, it'll be there Friday. It'll be next Friday. It'll be on Facebook and the website, all the silent and live auction donors so that they can get some kudos for, participating as well, and to let people look at it and go, I like their stuff. I think I want to go see what they got in the auction.
Right.
To kind of promote people to come. So yeah. But the support is just always, our community is just always wonderful to support.
Well, I like to say, we go around, and all of us go around and get support from all these local merchants to support. We need to support them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because without that support, we wouldn't have these great local businesses that feel the need and are glad to support.
Yeah.
So when you go in and you get something from somebody, make sure you go back and shop from them. Christmas is coming. All these good times are coming, right?
Yeah. I already told my husband this. It's not really a surprise now, but Sharon Manor is our overnight in Abbeville this year. And I went up and met with Benita up there and was just in awe of the venue. It's just beautiful. I mean, they do weddings there. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful, but it's not like a big old hotel that's got all these rooms. I think there's 4 or 5 rooms that they rent out. And while I was there, I just kind of nicely rented out a weekend in October for my husband and I. It was like, you got anything in October? And she's like, no, we're pretty booked up for the fall. And I said, well, and then she went, well, wait a minute. The first weekend in October's open. And I said, I'll take it.
Well, there you go.
So we're excited. It was so great talking to her and how it all started and the beautiful grounds. And, that's what it's all about, isn't it? The support, like you said, the support.
Right.
Yeah.
And we need to support those merchants. Those merchants are out there doing good work,
Yeah.
helping keep people off the street. And I think, we talk about homelessness. There's a big push and all this.
Yeah.
Look at what they're doing right there by helping keep people in their homes, apartments, whatever.
Keeping them out of the ER.
Right.
Making sure they have medications and medical supplies for the things that are going on. So
Exactly. Well, listen, I certainly appreciate y'all coming out today. Rosemary, is there anything you'd like to say in closing here today?
absolutely. I'm going to talk. I think the biggest thing I want to say is, seriously, we need you to come out. We really do need you to come out next Saturday, starting at 5:00. The event goes till 8:00. The schedule is till 8. And it seems like, wow, 3 hours, on my Saturday night. You will not be sorry that you came and spent 3 hours with us, because it is fast. It's like Pam said, it's the fastest 3 hours that you'll spend probably with a fundraiser. And it's exciting, all the different churches and all the different music and all the different items for live and silent auction. You do not want to miss this event this year. 11 of them now. 11. So,
and 30 years of doing Greater Greenwood
years.
United Ministry. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, so we got a lot to celebrate.
You do.
Next Saturday night.
And you're not done yet.
Oh, my goodness, no.
So whether it's Greenwood, Saluda, now Abbeville, this is an organization that you need to check out and see if there's anything that you can do to help them, help those that need it most. Rosemary, thank you so much for being here today. Pam, thank you for being here today.
Thank you,
make
Ann.
sure you get your tickets. Again,
Yes.
How do you get your tickets?
You go on eventbrite.com, or you can get them at the ministry, or you should be able to get them at the door if you decide to wait until the last minute, which we really don't want you to, because we'd love to have a head count for our caterer.
Right.
but
Which
yeah.
is Fat Daddy's
Yes,
Barbecue.
Fat Daddy's Barbecue.
Macaroni and
Frank
cheese and
Russell.
baked beans, yes, right?
yes.
And desserts from
Yes, Frank
Russell.
Career
Yep.
Center.
You need to
So
check that out.
you don't want to miss it. You really don't. It's a great evening. And thank you, Ann, as always, for having us in and letting us talk about our event and our organization.
Well, I totally support it. I think it's a great organization. It works so well with so many of our other partners out there that make sure that we're helping the least of us in our community.
Yes.
So, this is WCRS Radio, and I will be back tomorrow. So say goodbye, ladies. Bye. All right, that's going to do it for us. Penny, you got anything else to say today? Okay, she's good. Well, that's going to do it for us. us. Bye-bye, everybody. This is WCRS Radio.